And welcome back. I'm down at the apiary today and I'm going to get into this hive. This is the hive that I know does not have a queen. They're queenless and they have queen cells according to the previous video, or one of the previous videos. This is the other half of that hive that does have a queen, and I've added a box. Their population is pretty damn good. I've got to get into them this weekend, but not today. And this one, which has a Demaree split going on with the double screen board, I need to get into them to find out which half's got the queen. Whichever half has the queen, I'm moving them this weekend, and the other half, hopefully they've got queen cells, and hopefully we can get them on the road to success too. Possibly even giving them a queen on Monday. There's a chance I might be able to pick up a couple from Sun Parlour Honey here in Cotton, which is just down the road from me. But right now we're going to get into this hive to find out what's going on with those queen cells. Now, one of them I put in a cage so that should they all emerge, maybe that one would survive along with one that takes on all the others and takes over the hive. Again, it's a bit of an experiment. I don't know. I've not done it before. I've been looking. It is now Friday. Yesterday I looked and that cell had not emerged. Is it possible that cell's dead? Possibly. I don't know. But we're going to have a look today. We're going to have a bit of an inspection through the hive and see what's going on. See if we can find any uncapped queen cells. Maybe we'll see an unmated virgin queen. I don't know. If we see eggs, would be amazing, but it's too early for that. I'm pretty sure of that. But let's take a look. All right, so I had a quick look at the underboard, the bottom board, which is under the open screen, and there is no small hive beetle larvae, which is a great thing. There is, however, one wax moth larvae, which is slightly bigger. You can see that wax moth larvae right there. That's going to get smashed right now. That's smashed. We do not want wax moth. With a large population of bees, shouldn't be an issue, but if the number of bees dwindles, could potentially become a problem. So where did I put my hive tool? Right here. Okay, and I've got some smoke. A little smoke underneath. Front entrance. Under there. These are a little spicy. A little bit. What's going on with this? It's stuck. It's stuck pretty good. There it is. There it is. It's stuck with propolis. And also there's a feeder. What is it? Hive Alive. Hive Alive feeder, which they are eating. There's probably a dozen bees up there or so. So I'm going to remove that. When I remove that, they tend to kind of come out at me a little bit. Don't blame them. Not too bad. All right. All right, let's get some more smoke under there, a little bit in here. Now, the center frame at the top has got the queen cage with one queen cell. Like I say, I've been checking on it. Haven't had much luck yet. Haven't seen a queen in it. Maybe today's the day, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. There's still plenty of bees. Great sign. I don't suppose I would find a queen. It's still early. I was expecting an emergence about Tuesday, Wednesday. And it is now Friday. So it's possible that there's a queen running around. It would be a virgin. I doubt that it would have gone out and mated already. There's a little bit of pheromone fanning going on right here. You can see that bee fanning around. I'm going to put these girls down for a minute. They seem pretty calm. What I'm going to do is, this center frame is where that queen cell is in the cage. So what I'm going to do is, it's fell down a wee bit. The girls are measuring between these things because they know that there's a space there. They probably want to fill that space with wax. That would be my guess. Looking like we do not have a queen in this cell. Still lots of bees. See them all, a big curtain of bees under there. And I do not see a queen in that cell, or I should say coming out of that cell. I do not see a queen. So now the queen cells were in the bottom box. The top box was more of a, it's fell down again, more of an addition, resources for them. So I don't think I really need to look in this top box, but I do need to take these damned oil traps off, which I always forget to do. Try not to crush a bee in the process. Sometimes you get beetles under there. There is no beetles in that oil trap. Like I say, there may not be any. There's one in that beetle. There's one in this oil trap. That's not too bad. You really do have to take your time with your bees. Now, I just went through the video where I did the inspection and found the queen cells, and 1, 2, 3, 4 frames had nothing on them. There was a little bit of honey on this one. This one was over here, and I moved it to here when I did that inspection. Now, if you look, the bees are being pretty calm. The bees are being pretty calm. But this is the box that we're going to inspect. So I'm going to take out this first frame and give us some space. I'll probably take out 2 or 3 frames. This one I believe has honey on it, or it had honey on it on one side. No, I'm wrong. Okay, fair enough. Nothing on that. Maybe it was this one, I can't remember. So that had, the first frame had nothing on. This one has some drawn comb and nothing on that side. I'm going to put that one to one side as well. I believe the next 2 are empty. Yep, this one is empty on both sides. Now, if you make too many sudden moves, banging around, you're just going to upset the bees. The best thing is to nice and slow and gentle. No banging around. Nothing on this frame. And it looks like the next frame has got nothing on it either. No foundation. Now, I do have some foundation with comb on it in the house. My plan was to give it to another hive, which I know has got a lot of dark comb. I want to start getting rid of some of the dark comb out of my hives, potentially using it for swarm traps. This one has got some comb on it on that side, nothing on that side. Yeah, they're being very calm, and they're not being, I don't hear a roar like you generally do. Now, I know when I looked underneath these frames, seem pretty packed underneath all of these frames as well. So I think we're pretty solid with bees. Now, I believe it's 2 or 3 frames here that had the queen cells. I would have thought that by now that they should have emerged. Be kind of cool to find a queen cell that has, or should I say, it'd be kind of cool to find an open queen cell. This side has no brood, it has nectar. No beetles. This side is honey and nectar. No brood. It's possible that there won't be any brood left. It's possible that they're all emerged. I see a little bit of brood on the next frame. I see drones and worker bees. I'm going to have a real quick scout around because I know the virgin queen is fast. Now you can see the bee on top there moving around quite fast. That's a drone. The one just flew off the frame. That's a drone, often mistaken for a queen. The difference is, I find, is the wings on a queen are a lot shorter, because really it's because the body is longer. Now, I'm not too worried about keeping these out because there is no brood on this frame. Now I'm just looking around, not seeing any sign of what could be a queen. Also looking at those wings for deformed wing virus. They look healthy. There's honey here in this corner and full frame of nectar. And again, this side is also nectar and open cells. Like I say, these bees are really calm. That's really nice. Nice bees. That's interesting. There's a couple of drones here with white spots. No, it's just the sunshine glaring. It looked like white spots. So the sun is behind me, which is ideal. Ideal for looking in the cells. So, this next frame, I'm thinking these next 2 or 3 frames are where the queen cells are. And it'd be nice to see an emerged queen cell. Would be great. That would be awesome. I got some good smoke today from my smoker. All right, we've got a full frame of bees. On this side, we have an open queen cell. There's actually a bee with his head in it, with her head in it, I should say. So somewhere we've got a queen running around, unless she's on a mating flight. Today could be a perfect day for a mating flight. There's 2 queen cells that are open there. If you can see those. Okay, so what we have here is a couple of queen cells. Both with their caps open. So those have both emerged, which is fantastic news. That means somewhere we have a virgin queen or 2 running around. If I can find 2 virgin queens, I could potentially save one unless it's been killed already. So let's get a good look inside this frame, inside this and around this frame, and see if we can find That virgin queen. You have a look. See a bunch of waggle dancing going on? Bunch of waggle dancing going on. Alright, I hope I didn't miss all of that. I thought I was recording. I hope I didn't miss it. But if I did, I found a virgin queen. If I missed that on the video, I'm going to be mad. What I'm going to do now is, it's possible that there's a virgin queen in here as well. This cage in here has a queen, cell in it. Now I saw the other queen cells had all emerged. I saw about 5 queen cells that had emerged. Now this one does not appear to have emerged, so if that's the case, what happened? Did I kill the queen cell? There's some strange white stuff there. I'm going to look up to the light. So there's my queen cell from my queen cage. I'm going to have a look at it, see if I can find a queen. Well, I'm a little bit disappointed. In fact, I'm very disappointed in myself, really, but it's a learning process, as I said before. So I went into my shed and I opened up the queen cell that was in this cage. Now, it would have been about the same age as the queen that I saw running around, and I'm hoping that I caught that video. I've got a terrible feeling that I lost that video footage. That would not surprise me, but there we go. I opened up this queen, and unfortunately it was alive, and it's in the cage. Will it survive? I don't know. I'm going to assume probably not, but because I don't know, will it recover? I don't know, but I'm going to give it a chance, because I like I say, I just do not know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in here. What I might do is squeeze it into the side of a, or can I, yeah, I'm going to squeeze it into the side of a frame, and I'm going to put a frame back in this spot where this was. So, for the sake of this recording, let's finish this inspection as best we can. Man, I'm disappointed, but hey, I did see a queen in this colony, in the other box. So that in itself is a win-win. And there's still lots of bees in here, so that's good, a great sign. I'm going to look around, see if I can find another queen running around or not. If I find another queen running around, my disappointment will turn to joy. Again, it's another learning experience. I found that having a queen in that cage, there's a beetle, 2 dead beetles. Having a queen in that cage did work. I just needed to let it be, just as you say, you know, let it be. Give it the time that it needs. I thought it had enough time, but obviously I was wrong. Oh shit. There's my queen, sorry, oops. That wasn't a particularly good move. Okay, she's squished into the side of that. Maybe she'll come round, but I don't think so. The bees over here, that looks like they're making comb. Okay, nothing on that side. These girls are getting a little bit loud. So what do I have? Nothing much happening over here. Nothing on 1, 2, 3, 4 frames. This frame has the queen cage. So disappointed with my own actions, but it is what it is. And I do have another Demaree split happening right next to me, which I will be inspecting this weekend, so I could attempt, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to attempt the same procedure and maybe have better luck, because I've had a little bit of experience now. So this is all nectar. Looking for a queen running around, because it's possible. It's possible that there was a queen in the top box. Oh, big pile of bees there. It's possible there's a queen in the top box and a queen in the bottom box. I'm going to take my time because there are no eggs, so I don't have to worry about chilling any brood. And the bees can take the temperatures. There's sunshine, so they're happy. Okay, I'm not seeing the queen on that frame. I'm not going to add another frame. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just squeeze them together. There isn't enough bees that they require 2 full boxes. Big festooning of bees there. There's some nectar here. Looking around for the queen, if there is another queen. Not seeing her. So I don't believe that there is a queen on this frame. Big festoon under here because there's a space all of a sudden, because I've dropped them on top of this cover, so they're seeing all this space there, so they're measuring it out real quick to see what they can do. So that's crazy. I saw that 5 queens have emerged. I found one for sure. So I think if I can't find them on this frame or the next frame, which is the last frame, they're going to have to battle it out. If there are more than one right now, if there is more than one right now, they're going to have to battle it out. But it's looking right now like that's the one surviving queen. That's what it's looking like. Like I said, I think they should have emerged on Tuesday or Wednesday, and it's now Friday, so that's been 3 days. Today might have been a good day for a mating flight. It's a little chilly. If it's not today, then it's definitely the weekend. Now, is it possible they'll swarm? Maybe. Maybe the bees will all disappear with the queen. I'm just going to have to keep my eyes open. I doubt it, because there is such a lot of room in this hive. They're not hurting for space. I didn't notice a whole lot of pollen though in this box, but when it comes down to it, I can move some resources around if I have to. So this is the last frame. There are some bees on the wall. There's some pheromone fanning going on there. I'm just looking on the wall to see if I can see anything. See if I can find another queen. Not seeing one. I think we're done, gents and ladies and gents. Whew. So there is a cluster of bees here. There's no queen there amongst them girls. No, they're all worker bees. Okay, so I'm going to put this hive back together. Yep, I'm going to put this hive back together. Alright, so this hive does not seem to have too much of an issue with small hive beetle. And I kind of may have killed a queen in a cage, which is really unfortunate. That was an experiment that I didn't think was going to work, and it might have worked had I left it a little bit longer. But curiosity killed the bee, I guess, unfortunately. Now this hive doesn't have any oil trap. Oh no, it did have 2 oil traps in. I've got to remember to put those back. Wow, the bees in here. So many bees. This is great. This is so great. Okay, I'm gonna smoke. Oh, my smoke's gone out. Nope, I still got smoke. That's good. Okay, so I'm gonna smoke these girls down a bit. Then I can put the top box on, hopefully without crushing any. Then put the, I've got to put the oil traps in. They're starting to roar now a little bit, getting upset. Wow, yeah, there's a lot of pheromone fanning going on. Come on, girls, get out the way. There's the oil traps. And the top cover. Someone goes out there. Now get a little bit of feed on the top. So they have some food if they need it. There wasn't a lot of honey inside. So that should help them out. There are lots of nectar though. Well, that was interesting. I learned a lot in this little inspection here. I found a virgin queen, which is a bonus. That's the first time I've ever found that. I just really hope that footage is here because I'm not sure if I managed to capture that or not. So I found a virgin. I managed to, well, I had a queen cell in a cage, but I opened it too soon. I thought maybe it should have opened and I thought maybe it was dead, so I thought I'd open it anyway. And it was actually alive when I opened it, but it wasn't fully formed. It was still kind of white a little bit, kind of, sort of. But anyway, it was still moving around a little bit, so I put it in the cage with a little bit of honey, put it back in the hive. Maybe it will revive, but I kind of doubt it, but I'll give it a chance. I learned something from that. So when I do the Demaree split on this weekend, tomorrow or the next day, probably tomorrow, then yes, tomorrow afternoon I'm going to do the split on this. I'm going to take out the 2 boxes that have the queen and move them forward, and the other 2 boxes are going to come down and receive all of the worker force, and they should have queen cells in there. Now my plan is, once those queen cells are capped, which will be probably another few days, up to a week, then I may cage some of those, only this time give them a little bit of a better chance to actually emerge. So yeah, live and learn. That's the thing right there. It's not the end of the world, but it would have been cool. What I can tell you is the split from the first Demaree that I did this season seems to be successful at the moment. The split that doesn't have the queen does have a virgin queen in there now, which is freaking awesome. I just hope that she goes out, mates, and comes back. Maybe she's already done that. She may have just mated like today or yesterday. I don't know. If that's the case, then I'll leave them another week. Maybe I'll go back and see some brood in there with any luck. Fingers crossed. If that's the case, then we're on to a winner with that hive. I do need to also inspect the half of that hive that has the queen. Man, do I ramble on or what? The half that has the queen, tons of brood in there. Third box, I need to check them out because there's a possibility that they might need to get split again. So that's something I'm going to have to look into. And also, if there's some black comb in that hive, which I believe there is, I'm going to replace that with some fresher comb from last year, which I have in a box ready to do. So I'm going to go in that bottom box. I seem to remember there was some pretty old dark black comb, which I'm going to replace this weekend. So that's the plan for that hive. We have a plan for that hive, and the plan for this hive is going in the right direction. So thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave comments. I love comments. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I think that was a pretty cool video. If I captured it all, we'll see. If I didn't, then you're just going to have to trust me. I found a virgin queen. Take care. Bye now.